Good morning, all of you guys. We are here to have a review of dynamics with what we learned previously in chapter 6. In the early Greek time, Aristotle believed that all forces are divided into natural and unnatural.
However, the suggestion was ambiguous. So later, Galileo refused it and presented the concept of inertia.
In the last, Newton proved and advanced Galileo's belief with the 3 laws of motion.
The key word of this chapter is force. Before going into the detailed explanation of motion and forces, to simply define the word force is push and pull.
All of the forces are either balanced or unbalanced. Equilibrium is referred to as the force that balances one or more other concurrent forces. To have a balance, the sum of the forces should be 0. It means that the 2 forces have the same magnitude. However, if the forces are different, by adding more force on the right side, as you can see on the slide, it becomes unbalanced.
For the types of the force, there are gravitational, electromagnetic, and strong or weak nuclear forces. Also, the force is classified as 2, contact and non-contact. Contact force, which causes the force due to the physical contact, can be divided into several groups such as tensile, compressive, torsion, friction, and shear.
Another main concept that the chapter presents is Newton's laws of motion. It is a series that encapsulated the central principle of dynamics. He established 3 laws. The first law of motion is about inertia. Inertia is a tendency of resisting a change of motion by an unbalanced force. This law is a result of Newton's generalization of the principle of inertia by Galileo Galilei. According to Newton, an object in a state of rest keeps its state, and an object that moves keeps moving if there are no forces that interrupt them. In Newton's first law of motion, 2 conditions were established. Number 1, the acceleration does not occur if the exerted external forces were balanced. Second, the acceleration occurs if the exerted external forces are unbalanced.
The second law is about acceleration. This law is about the operational working definition of the concept of force. First, a force makes the acceleration if we pull something with a constant force, then a change of velocity occurs to it. Second, the acceleration is proportional to a force. If we pull something with a larger force, then the acceleration becomes the same amount of it. Third, the acceleration is 0 when the sum of the force is 0. If 2 equal forces are exerted on something from 2 opposite sides, then the mass doesn't move. Fourth, the acceleration is directly proportional to force. If 2 identical forces pull something, then the acceleration becomes twice. Fifth, the acceleration is inversely proportional to mass. If you pull something with a force that is only half of the mass, the acceleration decreases to half. The acceleration is a response that is made by exerting an unbalanced force to the mass.
Lastly, the Newton's third law of motion is an action-reaction. Action-reaction force is about the balance of force between 2 things. For example, if a man pushes something, the thing that is pulling also exerts the same amount of force. Therefore, the action of man and the reaction of the thing is equal and does not move.
Our brief summary about dynamics is ended for this. Thank you for listening.